Hi friends, thanks for joining me. So tonight what we're going to do is one of these round wire wreaths that you can find at the Dollar Tree. I'm not a Dollar Tree affiliate, but I will put links for the stuff that I can find. These you have to buy by the case if you're going to buy them online, which is kind of a bummer, but also kind of cool too. They're really hard to find in store right now. But we've just been grabbing what we can when we can go out, when we need to run errands. We're trying not to leave that much, you know. So what we're going to do in this one, there's a lot of different ways to do a Deco mesh wreath we've found. And on Nick's seasonal decor, he does them a few different ways, and this has turned out to be my favorite way. So I'm just going to undo these. You'll need 13 of these wire ties cut in half. Let me just talk to you about the placement real quick. Make sure the camera's getting it. All right, so you want to find the center. You don't have to be exact, but for this specific type of wreath that we're going to do, I don't want any of the poofies down here. We're going to build it up with ribbons and all kinds of other stuff because we're going to hang this cute thing in the middle. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Forgot it doesn't do very good up close when I do that to you. But it's absolutely adorable. So we're going to do this, and this is going to be for my mother-in-law. They camp out in the desert. Uh-oh, I missed one. They camp out in the desert a lot, and her and her husband, and they have a camper, so they live the camper life when they can. And I got the ornament from Walmart. I think it was like $1. I wish I hadn't already thrown away. Did I throw it away? No, I didn't. Oh, it's $1.98. So still, really great deal for how cute it is. Okay, so you're going to want, oh yeah, back to this. So there's 4 on each of these, but they slide down to this, okay? They're not up here and then down here. There's 4 specifically going to be next to each one, okay? Except for, let's see, up here at the very, very top, we want to be able to figure out where the top is at all times. So I just kind of tied that one in the middle. And these ones, they go against this here and here, but they are going to be in the same, you know, grouping. So that's where it's a little bit different than the rest. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the fluff. Oh, how did I have it? We're going to start it here. We're going to do one, and then we're going to pull the ribbon down here and then do the next. And then on the next level, the next ring, we're going to push this down a little bit, and then we're just going to kind of stagger them as we go so that they'll fill in all the spots. Okay? So it's going to be something that takes quite a bit of time. I'm going to try to put most of it on fast forward. But if you see big jumps, it's only because, you know, it takes forever to do. But I will time it and let you guys know how long it takes. And if I forget to include that in the video, please comment below the video and ask if it's important to you. These have been taking me, as a beginner, these have been taking me about 2 to 3 hours to do. But like I said, I'm a beginner. So let's see. And that might be normal. I don't know. I don't know at all. All right, so let's find our middle. There's our middle. I lost it. Okay. Make sure I didn't finish putting them on that one side, I remember. Trying to remember to include everything in the video. It makes me forget things. Isn't that funny? Okay, there's our middle. We want to keep it open. And we're going to go ahead and once we're all done, we're going to dot a little bit of hot glue on everything. We'll put links underneath for everything that I can find links for. Some of this stuff that I'm going to be putting on here, stuff that I already have. Most of it is from the Dollar Tree and Walmart. And then we went to Joann's today and got some stuff. Joann's got a lot of really pretty things right now. And a lot of the Deco mesh is on sale for, I think we got Deco mesh for $2. So you want to take the Deco mesh, oops. Ah. Okay, you want to take it. Sorry, my husband's gaming. You want to take a piece of Deco mesh and let's actually go ahead and measure it. I can't find an actual ruler right now, so we're going to use this. Let's see. So, Christian, let's go for about an 8-inch piece. I'm recording.
Sorry.
It's okay. All right, so we're going to take an 8-inch piece and we're going to fold it in half. And it doesn't have to be exactly 8-inch pieces. And this is going to keep it on the roll, which is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but also not a pain in the butt because you don't have to cut anything, which is what I like about it. Okay, so we're going to take this, now that we have it in half, and we're going to scrunch it together really nicely. And we're going to put it on this first tie. Okay, and we can make that a little bit smaller, but it's just going to get pushed up, you know, with all the stuff that we're going to put there. Okay, so then you're just going to let it kind of do its thing along the bottom here, and then grab another piece. Remember, about 8 inches. Make another poof, and then find the one that corresponds with that. Deco mesh is very unruly, which is another one of the reasons why it takes so long to do. Okay, so you have to pinch it and hold it and then fold it back on itself to do this. If you want some like really awesome professional advice, I learned a lot of stuff on Nick's Seasonal Decor on YouTube. I'll put a link to his channel too. And like, oh gosh, there's so many. I've been binging on it. So I think Judith's Wreaths or something like that. Judith's Holiday Wreaths. I don't remember exactly. I feel like it was three words. Okay, so as you can see, that's just what we're going to do. I'm going to finish doing the first row and I'll be back with you to work on the second row. Okay friends, so this part where when we first started, we pushed it this way. I kind of want to push it that way, so I'm going to use the wire tie and kind of push it up there. Actually, you know what? Why am I doing that much work? Okay. Kind of got away from this spot as well. So we're going to take it, and like the other ones that we folded that way, it's starting to unravel. That's the other part about Deco mesh. It's really annoying. It gets stuck to itself. Okay, so we're going to take it like that, pinch it together, put it in between the wire ties, and then fold it back on itself so that it's not coming into this middle part. Let's see, is that it? Okay. Well, thank you. Then you'll want to go in and cut the strings if that bothers you. It bothers me. Oh, well, now it's hidden. Okay. That one's in the back, so it's not really going to matter that much. Okay, so to move on to the next one, we're just going to keep staying with this roll. I have 2 rolls. This is decorative mesh from the dollar store, Dollar Tree, and it's 6 inches by 5 yards. Okay. Okay. we're going to just kind of do the same thing that we did all along there. We're going to let it bunch up. Sorry. Along the bottom. Do our 8-inch big poof. And then just tie it on. Actually, let's give ourselves a little bit more because we're going to stagger it a little bit. Remember? I forgot. I hope you remembered. Okay, so we're going to take the one for the second, the tie for the second row, and we're going to go ahead and tie that. Okay. And do the same thing all the way around again on each level until you run out of decorative mesh. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. You don't have to sit through it all. Okay, I'm really sorry because I honestly didn't look at the time. I think it took me about 40 minutes to go all the way around this thing, and I'm not crazy. Let's see, is there a way to bring you out? I'm not crazy about how it turned out, but I think I'll be able to add enough stuff in here. See how the side, and then it's like kind of, it's all white, so I don't know what I was thinking, but it feels a little sparse even with 10 yards of deco mesh on it. So we're gonna just add stuff to it. We're gonna take some of this, it's like, it's on wire and it's garland, but it's not like this stuff, super bendy. So there's a big difference between the two that I have. I'm out of this stuff, but this stuff is much fuller too. So because we're working on a wire wreath that's dark green, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to glue all the way around on the inside. And unfortunately the package doesn't say where it's from, but I'm pretty sure it's from the Dollar Tree. Like I said, if it's not from the Dollar Tree, I found it at Walmart. And today we went to Joann's, but I don't think I have anything from Joann's going on with this today. All that stuff is a very Christmassy color. Okay. And we'll set that aside. Okay. So the hot glue that I'm using is called Surebonder. This stuff, I hope it gets it in view, and this Surebonder dual temp. You get 2 different temperatures of the thing. They're a little bit bigger than regular hot glue guns, so you can't use your regular hot glue stuff, but this stuff is super strong. It's really, really strong. Okay. So we're gonna, because we placed this in the middle, we know where our middle is, we know where we need to start working from, or where we can start working from. We can start anywhere on a circle really, but we're gonna go ahead and, let's push all of our ties to the front before we start gluing so that we can continue to use them. Oh, I missed one. Well, that one doesn't really matter. Alright, so we're just going to put a little bit right here on the wire tie that we have that tells us it's the middle, just to get us started. And I'm just going to kind of put it all on there and then just wrap it around, but you know, as we go. Put it all in the middle. That's going to go through the bottom. What was I thinking? Not the sharpest crayon in the tool. See? I can't even say the joke right. Sharpest tool in the shed, or sharpest crayon in the box is what I was trying to say. Okay, I'm actually going to put it onto the green stuff itself. Okay, it doesn't have to have like perfect thing going on back here because it's going to be up against the wall or like a door or something, you know. Don't touch the hot glue, it's hot glue. Don't do what I do. I should change the name of my channel to Don't Do What I Do. I feel like I say that in every single video. Okay, I need to reload that. Okay, it's going to overlap a little bit, but that's all right. I don't want it to overlap actually, because it'll look, it'll just create a bump I don't want to create. Okay, so now it's on there, so it kind of covers up that wire, you know, the wire that it's around, and gives it that greeny, poofy look. Okay, so this is where we get to start having a lot of fun. And if you can see, if you notice right here, I have an open spot. I messed up and didn't get a loop there for some reason. Really anywhere that could do that. So I have this big, this was 98 cents at Walmart, and it's just a big silver poinsettia. It's going to go right there. So kind of look at our middle spot. Look at where this guy is going to go. It's luckily going to get kind of framed in here, so it's not going to spin around a whole lot. I do need to re-glue this wreath real quick. Well, the one thing I liked about this gun is that it doesn't give me a lot of strings. My little cheapy mini guns do. So, really happy with how this one is working out. It's really nice. We got two different brands of like, I think the $15 or the $8 glue guns, but I haven't tried the other one yet. All right. Oh, you guys can't even see what I was showing you. I feel so bad. So this, it's not in yet. It's going to fall back probably, but it's just going to kind of sit in there. It's going to rest in there until it's all put together. I mean, we're not going to put it together yet. And I had to re-glue this wreath on, but it was only 98 cents at Walmart. Isn't that so cute? It's very detailed too. So if you did have it on a tree or something, it would spin around and it would give you detail. And a little cupcake on top. So cute. Okay, so the next thing that most people do is put ribbon. I don't really have any ribbon cut, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do about that. Oh, another thing I thought we could do to kind of fill that in. That's a little too gold, so never mind on that. But we could use some of this, kind of weave it in between everything, but I'm not sure if that's just too much with this. I think it is. I think, oh, you know what, we have the little gold. We can weave that in the middle, kind of. Okay. I'm going to do that, And this is part I'll leave on record and put it in fast forward so you can see how I do it. I gotta remember that you guys are over here, not way over there. All right, I'll be right back. I know it looks pretty gaudy. I know that looks really weird, but we're going to fill in everything. So remember that side I said that I was going to put the poinsettia in? It just feels weird to have something so big on the right side for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if that's some weird human thing, like some weird trait that our eyes don't like that, or maybe it's just me. But I want to put the poinsettia over here, which means I need to cut just one more little piece of a bow, of a, not a bow, a piece of the Deco mesh, and then just make one little side. Okay, and then, well, I thought I had an extra one. Of course, as soon as I start filming. So anyways, just get one little, you don't even need a whole half. Just one more little piece. Put the tie in around that wire. Twist it once. It's getting all that. And then we're gonna lay it in between those two and then pull it down just a little bit. Then secure it. Okay. Once it's secure, we can cut that off. Oh, I need some new scissors. Okay. We can dab it with some hot glue at the end if it makes it feel better, but there we go. That's a little bit more filled in. It's really hard with this camera. Is just, it was supposed to be, I mean, it is very, very nice still, but it doesn't let me do close-ups very good, or at least I haven't figured it out. That's what I should say. I have not figured that part out. And I want to find out some way to, like, get where you guys are looking down over the top while I'm working, but I haven't figured that out either. So thanks for listening, sorry. So, okay, so we have the basics here. We went ahead and added an extra piece over here. And now we're just gonna have fun. One of the next things that we like to do is add ribbon, and this is a little bit too champagne-y. It doesn't really go with the gold that's super bright and telling us, so we're gonna get rid of that. But we have this really bright, pretty gold. And I got it at, it looks like it must be a Dollar Tree one. There we go. It's a 9-foot roll for $1. It's really pretty. So I'm not going to make full, well, I guess I could make full on bows. Why was I going to say I wasn't going to? So I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 little bows. And yeah, okay, so this was Nick's seasonal decor. Okay, he showed me how to do these. I thought I knew how to do bows until I tried to do bows for this, and when you don't have something to tie a bow around, it feels weird making a bow. But you make the bow, and then you cut that off, and then you make the tail. I was trying to do everything at once. So with the wire edge ribbon, you can fluff it up and make the thing really fat. Okay, so just going to kind of set that aside because I can repinch that. And I'm going to take this just in half, cut it, and then we're going to put them together. Cut them at an angle like that, and that gives us our nice little ends. And then we take this and this, and now we have our little bow, and we take it down there and we secure it with some of the wire ties that are already in there. So remember, I want to kind of keep it. Okay, so we're going to go with a little bit above the middle point. Sorry. Okay, and I think at this point we can just tuck these in or cut them off because we're going to glue a little medallion over it. Not a medallion, a little gemstone. Okay, so go ahead and take some time to kind of fix that up again. That's such pretty ribbon. Okay, so already starting to take form and be pretty. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to keep doing that, and I'll be back with you guys whenever I'm done with my bows, okay? Okay, so instead of doing 4 bows, my bows ended up pretty big. Get out of here. My bows ended up pretty big, so I ended up only putting 2 on there. See how big they are. So I'm just going to keep building on it. And I think, oh, what I was going to say is I have these pieces of it left, of the ribbon left, and I'm just going to kind of crumple it up and hot glue those right in the middle of the bows. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. You're going to have to go over there. Do you also talk to your craft supplies? Like they're part of your little craft army? Okay, so it's just crumpled up. I'm going to place it on top. Just kind of gently push it on there. This glue takes a little longer than regular hot glue, but it's really, really strong. Okay, so that looks like it's on there. Oops. Would have been fine if I hadn't messed with it. Okay, so while that's just kind of hanging out, let's do the other side. Okay, so that's just kind of to cover the little white thing. It's, you know, it doesn't have to be the end all be all. I think we're going to end up putting something in the middle. I haven't decided what yet. I thought it was going to be a jewel, but all my jewels are silver, and we don't really have a lot of silver going on with this color theme. So, alright, so from here, we have so much stuff that we can add. And like, we have to just keep remembering and putting this here in the middle to kind of remind us what we're working towards. Okay, let's have it down there. Okay. And so now we know, you know, we can use ribbon down here. Oh, I was thinking of using this, because it's probably going to go on a door, you know. Just have that down there at the very bottom. And then whenever they close their door, it'll go ding ding ding. Or actually, I think I'm going to take these off of this loop and reuse this loop as a wreath, as a little tiny wreath. Let's do that at the end because that's really loud. It'll be crazy during the whole thing. Okay, but we have a bunch of this flowers as well. These are really pretty sparkly things I got at the Dollar Tree today. All of these I got at the Dollar Tree. This one's more of a champagne-y color, but I know, I don't think we should include this color. So, bye. And then have this little Merry Christmas plaque I'm going to have at the very, very top of all of it. And this is 5 pieces for $1 at the Dollar Tree. And then we have some poinsettias and a bunch of little balls to get glued in, placed everywhere, kind of all the way around. We have some little ones so we can double them up if they, you know, kind of want them to stand out a little bit or something. Or, you know, we want to cover up anything. They're great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place all of these around here and then, gosh, I just really hate this angle for you guys. Sorry. We'll work this out. Thanks for hanging with me still. So I'm just going to stage these, and then I'm going to hot glue them where I want them. Okay, that's going to be my next piece. And then after that, I think we can start building on the bottom, but we might just, you know, work some of the foliage, the flowers and floral stuff in. Okay, so I'm going to be right back whenever I have all of the ornaments. Let's see. Like I said, guys, we'll get this figured out. Thanks. I think I might have figured out an angle that you guys can see everything. So let's kind of move these guys out of the way. I don't really need them in the way. I went ahead and put these 3 already on here, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to put, I should have done it this side, but I didn't think about putting this on the table until now. I'm putting this up here. So I just put a big old glob on the back, and then try to find a good solid spot that will meet the wire and just hold it in there. Kind of want to match the other side as best you can, so it looks like I have it kind of sitting up there. La 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 do 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 do. Okay, and then I have some smaller. Hi, did you get a big shot of my face? I'm still not used to all this stuff, like being on film for one thing, but working with this kind of camera. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of fill in the little spots with them, and then we're gonna fill it in with floral and stuff like that. So I think 1, 2 up here, maybe 1 down there. So 3 of each of the golds. I almost put it right on the thing. And you want to be mindful of where you're putting your glue, because if you put it on the crease, it's gonna, that's what you're gonna see on the other side. So you want to put it on a flat side, so whenever you see it on the other side, you don't see that crease. So let's see. And this gold up here is so super like bright. I want to add like muted golds that it can sit against underneath it. Okay, that's not exactly probably on there really good, but it's good enough to let it go for a second. Okay. And let's add just one right here, actually. Could even blow on it. Ah! I just did mine on the crease, you guys. See, like I said, I should change the name of my channel to Don't Do What I Do. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Of course. Okay, we'll use this one down here because it has to touch multiple spots anyways. You can just hide that little boo-boo. All that boo-boo. Oops, that one's kind of bouncing out. It'll be okay. We'll add more glue as we go. And we're gonna be like poking floral stuff in everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay. Remember to do it on flat spot, Stephanie. And give you a chance to trim off anything you don't want while you're standing here holding this, waiting for it to glue. And that last one is going to be kind of like at an angle like that. Right. There we go. Hope you enjoy hearing my dog drink water. She's so cute. Oh, I just realized that my flower cart's still outside. I have to pause this and go bring everything in. See you guys in a second. Okay, back in. And I did a little staging. I have these Tweedia flowers, and I'm just kind of tucking them in. They're not exactly Christmas flowers, but they are white flowers with little yellow centers, so they kind of go with it, and also kind of give it a little bit of a, you know, floral, little bit of flower to everything, kind of soften it up a little bit. I'm just putting the glue down on the bottom and then shoving it in the top of this ribbed looking one. Sorry, weird choice of words. And then we're going to put another little piece of glue right here on this so it can rest on that. Actually, we'll just put it right on that. And then when that rests over there, it just lands on it. Should have let it get a little tacky before I try to put the flowers down, but it's okay. You just sit up there. Okay, so I'm just going to work and kind of add things as I go. I'm going to take things off and put things on, and I'll put it on fast forward. And I was looking forward to staying here forever because you was too. Think I could, so I said, okay, let's do something. Okay, I know it's really hard to envision it being done right now, but it's almost done. Okay, so I'm not going to fast forward this part. I'm going to leave it all on for you guys and for me. Put that out. This is just some weird pink mesh that my aunt, or my aunt bought a long time ago, and I ended up with it, so I decided to use it to give little pink elements. I went ahead and took like a piece of a fern. See how these pieces are like weird and messed up in the middle? I decided it'd be good as a backdrop for this. You won't even see those things, or even care about them really. Alright. But I kind of wanted to see what it would look like. No, that's gaudy. Never mind. Okay. So I went ahead and just bent that and hot glued that. And then we'll just go ahead and like hot glue. Careful for your fingers. Don't do what I do. Okay. I hope that is correct, like anchored, like you know what I'm saying. Why can't centered? I hope it's centered correctly and looks good. And it's hard for you to tell in the video because you're at an angle, but it's on there now. It's not going anywhere. And so, oh, that part's done. I'm not sure if I want to add, oh, you can't see that down there. Let's see, can I move you back? Okay, so right here on the bottom, I was just using that piece to prop it up. Right here on the bottom, trying to decide if I want the feather in there or not. And I think that I already answered that question. I definitely do. So I have 2 of these feathers. They're part of like a whole pack of feathers from Walmart a couple years ago. And they have clips on the end, but I just have been taking the clips off. Alright, so we kind of got to move this stuff back to see where this is going to land. I want it to land like this, so this can go down like that. So let's get this hot. Oh, that's pretty. All right, now it's time to get this guy. Okay. We're just gonna reach up here and kind of just let it catch. We're not gonna force it. Just gonna let the glue kind of just get cold. so cute. I swear. Okay. So I'm just taking the end of one of these flowers and just kind of shoving it up there. Remember, you don't want to touch the glue, but once it gets a little cooled down, it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this. Kind of shove it into its space. Put a little bit of glue there. Okay, let's see. I hope this gets it good. It's not exactly the best place to take a picture or anything, but that's what we got going on. I hope you guys like it. I don't know about those feathers. I think I need to turn them upside down. I think I'm gonna do that. And then I'll take a picture, okay? Thanks for being with me tonight, you guys, and for sitting through all of this. There's going to be 2 or 3 more wreath videos in this series, so sit tight. Thanks, bye.